ACX here. Just want to talk you through this euro to US dollar position that we took up from the reclaim, the Quasimodo reclaim, and a lot of people have been asking what the Quasimodo is. I've done a previous video of the Quasimodo, but we just want to talk through exactly what we saw in the euro US dollar and exactly why we took the trades and the continuation patterns as well after washing out for liquidity. So as you can see here, we've got this down move with the lower low, and then a lower higher than the new lower low, and then what you actually see is you just see this sharp move take out that previous swing higher. So it's easy to show you on the line chart here. As you can see, lower low, lower higher, and then lower low, and then you just get this sharp move that just takes out this swing higher right here. So that's a breaking market structure, and this gives us a really good reclaim opportunity, especially when it's taking out these highs as well. It's a really sharp move, so we can expect that we're going to get a reclaim around this area here. Obviously this is a line chart, so it's not showing wicks, but right around there, so obviously it matches up exactly like so. And we caught this one perfectly in the group, and we took this for a long, but there's a couple of continuation patterns as well. Obviously we like to take profits at resistances, partial profits, and then add back to the position if we get a continuation pattern. So if I go back here, you can see right here it's just literally perfect. We actually did have it down to the wicks right here, so we've got this dip below liquidity from both these lows, and then a strong move up, and then you can expect the reclaim to be around this area. So we've got the Quasimodo reclaim on the daily, and that's exactly why we started our position here. And as you can see, it just holds perfectly. Now, continuation plays. We can see an area of resistance here on the hourly, where it breaks this previous swing higher, retests, and then what we actually had was the 30-minute chart. We had another break above right here. You see this breakout spot. You just had to tap into it, 2 taps here, a candle, and then the wick failed, and then you tried to get through it there, and you ended up breaking up here. And you can start to see this level hold right now. If I just show you a thicker line, you see this level holding, and then people will be long in this retest. So most people will talk just along the breakout retest right here, but what actually happens is your stops would be exactly in this area right here. Anyone that longs right here, putting their stops down here, and what actually happens is to get out their position they'll have to put a sell order in, a sell stop, and then obviously it's 1 for 1, so if they want to sell they need a buyer, so that it creates a pull around this area here for positions to actually load up on longs with good size. So that's exactly what happens here. They get stopped out, longs get bought up, and then you see this reclaim here where you hold this level and then you start this bullish candle. So we added to the position here, aiming for these highs, and now we're back around this area again. So as you can see, now you've taken that mini one, that mini liquidity. We look at the 4 hour, you can see this is the swing low point right here. You go up, and then you went sideways, and you held this level, and then you ended up moving up. So what we got again, the level holding perfectly. And anyone now that along this area that didn't take profits, where would their stops be? Their stops would have been below the low, and I'd say right around this area right here. So once again, more liquidity to move up. 4 hour, the structure is still creating higher lows and higher highs, so we're still bullish. Nothing's been taken out there. If we crack below here and closed, our bias would turn to bearish and would have a Quasimodo. As you can see, the sharp move down, but it hasn't. It's actually bounced, it wicked through, so got some liquidity from this position here, and now it's making a move upwards again. So as you can see right here, people might have been long this, but anyone from this area here, they would have had their stops right below. So now they've just been run for liquidity. What happens exactly again? You bounce up, you reclaim, you retest, you hold, and now we're moving back up. So we're probably going to end up hitting this area here at the blue. So these are the 2 patterns we look for, the Quasimodo reclaim. There's other criteria as well. You don't just shoot any Quasimodo that you see on the chart and actually just long or short it. There is a criteria that we have to do to make sure we get the highest probability. And then we've got our continuation patterns as well. This is one of 2 continuation patterns. So if you'd like to join, if you'd like to learn more, acxtrades.com. Thanks for listening.